on the walls is to show how many games we have tasked the factory to build by December 31st, which is very doable, 25 a week, you know, that kind of thing. If we hit 300, we hit the high numbers for this factory to start producing. And you guys are going to see everything that's going on in the factory today. And what we're going to do right now is going to go into the studio that we set up for Galactic Tank Force and see some of that cool stuff. Yeah. Come on. So here's where we did all the green screen work. We had set up the whole studio. You'll see some videos a little bit later. Jack
Gates, good morning everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Bill.
Graag gedaan.
Jack is of course our art director, and he helped with a lot of the filming, the people, the personalities, bringing the people in. But not only that, we found props that were in the building, and we just had some cool stuff. So this is where Galactic Tank Force got started, including when we built the first helmet that you saw.
We have to turn it around. This is so these are bumper parts. So it takes all pinball stuff, and then this might look familiar. This is a dish train. We spared no expense. Yeah, just like NASA. Yeah, we even went like this.
Okay. Wow.
Put tape on it.
But it's really cool. Yeah. And then, so I've got all this stuff out.
Come on around.
So when you see the actors tomorrow, they're going to be autographing. And so these are some of their props. So they're going to have like the one guy who plays the Professor Plotnick. I thought maybe he could sign, but put the pen in this and all that. Because he's supposed to be like a crazy professor. So that's what this is all for. And
can you ship it?
Can you ship it?
For the museum.
For the museum.
No problem. Yeah. So I mean, everything from the big fez to the little fez. So we have, we had all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And we still have, we've got ice cream and more ice cream over there. And sometimes, if let's see, this
must have been a lot of fun to make it.
Oh yeah.
It was, really, really good.
They had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
From everything from the phones to.
See, this doesn't work now because I didn't do too much work. But if you want a little something on your ice cream, so
it still worked.
It took way too long. So we'll do that during the signing and everything. Oh wait, I'll show you one of the sheets here.
So also you will see behind us the printing farm for American Pinball. These are
I remember your shoes. I remember your shoes from Texas. I love those shoes. What size? 10. Maybe we could swap.
I love everything from the tank lid to the tanks themselves.
So we're going to have these at the show for each actor, and they'll autograph.
I have a collection of things from, the posters that you gave me, they're all red.
Yeah, we have all. We have all new ones.
Great. That'll be fun, and they'll all be in costume, and like I said, they'll have all these props.
And David will come as Santa Claus.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's professor.
Offer him a job. Say something.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
You're going to give a scepter.
So lekker wijf. Lekker wijf, niks wijf. Oh wait.
We're going to be in a new pinball.
There we go.
Oh wait, I got to finish this. Wait, hold on. Oh, there you go. No. Put that down.
Put those down.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Yeah, sweet.
Very good. Don't try to eat them. You'll have bad indigestion. Oh, I love the shoes.
I know those are my favorite shoes. Size 10. We're gonna swap. Yeah, these are a little bigger.
So we're going to have Stefan and Tina and Stefan join us too. We were talking about the studio here where we set this up.
2001 it started. It started 2021, and we were all still wearing masks. You know, it was still COVID. So I had to direct, you know, more masks and but
And we heard them just like we normally hear 'em.
yeah. But all the talent they were perfect. And like some of you that might have met Clementine yesterday, the girl who plays Captain Cayenne, and they just transform. You wouldn't recognize them if you saw them on the street. But Saturday's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's yeah. And then these, I made all these props by hand. So you know they have. There's that spray foam that you use for a house for cracks. That's what this is. It's just foam. So I made the ice cream. These are real cones though, so it's a real ice cream cone. Yeah.
Erik,
Silly.
wil je nog opzetten?
No,
Can I?
can I put it on for one?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Say some.
Not much oxygen. You have
Say
to be
something
careful.
stupid for camera.
Take me to your.
Say hi to Groen.
Oh, that's even better. Just mouth. Yeah.
You have really a problem
Can
with
he actually have it because he's a smoker? Now he can smoke inside.
No, that's even better. It's like a bomb. Yeah. Take yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yes. That's it. He's got a cigarette in there. So cool.
Leave it to the magic girl guys. Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
Absolutely hilarious.
They know me as a smoker. I don't know why.
I know you as a smoker. I've always seen you smoke. All right, let's take a walk back to the factory and let's get going on that. We'll show you some cool stuff.
Okay. Well,
So understand that our parent company of American Pinball is Amtron Electronics. The Amtron Electronics is a circuit board house. And here you will see 4 lines, and they can put on somewhere around 40,000 unique parts on a board on each line. So he's right now reinstalling the wheel with all the little microcontroller parts that are going to go on a circuit board, and they go through. Huh?
You do it all in your own house.
We also have another 10 lines over at the other office across the street. We also have offices in India, about 3 of them. So this is what I like to say, that the American Pinball never has the sun setting on it, because when they go to work, we're going to bed. When we go to bed, they're going to work. So it just continuously works. But sometimes if I need boards fast, I can have them here. Now we ran into a problem with chip shortages. Everybody's always asking that. Another manufacturer that we use had a problem. We made the phone call. We had 10,000 chips. We couldn't get chips anymore. We had 10,000 chips within 24 hours, and we kept our lines running. So that's the power of having a big company behind us to continue to do that. So all the circuit boards are done here for all the light boards and what. Even if we need a special board, we can have it run here on a short run, or we'll have it done overseas. So pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things is just giving you guys a little history. We did boards for WMF, and we did boards for Spike 1. All right, let's go on and continue with the tour.
It's a soldering machine. The soldeerpasta, soldering paste is going up. It's a laser cut screen, and then it put paste on the exact spots where the components go. You understand what I said? It's a mask. That's a layout, of the exact spots where the components go.
Can film this.
Yes.
We usually have a bunch of the games here, all the titles, so that if Kevin has a question or a concern from a customer, he can replicate it on a game that's here in front of him. Unfortunately, because we're at Expo, which is down the street, makes it easy for me to steal his games. Which puts him in a little bit of a quandary. I don't mean to do that.
It's fine, I'll get him back.
He'll live. You can see the GTFs. Now this is interesting. This is GTF LEs, the limiteds, and you see this is for the US. See how they're packaged? Kind of weird. The tank treads are on the side, the turrets are on the other thing. When you get it from your distributor overseas, it will be on a single thing and you will get an extra box, 2 boxes. So that'll be a little bit different. But just for the US shipping, we can get away with this. When we try to load them into a container, they just get in the standard box like this, and then they just get shoved and then all the stuff sits on top. So we can fit 33 games into a container. So let's continue. Soup to nuts, crazy stuff. Like right here, if I went in here,
The legs.
yeah, brand new legs. These are raw. So what we'll do is we'll send these out to the powder coater. I have cases and cases of these, so I have a lot of inventory on legs. Very nice. They're already done. They get me my hands dirty. But if I have to, I can send this out to anybody, and they can just give me a quick spray coat and give me an idea. We have the plethora of stuff, so I do an awful lot. Back glasses, coils. One of the things you may know about our coils, which makes it a lot easier, is that we use a Rolex connector, so there's no soldering on that. It's just easy pop in, pop out, and you can keep it up to date. Let's go over here. This is kind of cool. I love showing these off. One of the pride and joys of American Pinball is, first of all, we do a lot of time. You'll see in here, we call them like, they look like coffins. These are all the Playfields. These is how we get our Playfields in from our manufacturer. They're stored vertically. They are 4 coats of clear. Okay, and then they're printed, right? If anybody's ever worked on games, go ahead and see if you can feel the inserts. So our Playfield manufacturer uses a special technique in which he fuses the lenses into the wood. Then it gets sanded down. It's a patented process.
Okay.
There will be no lifting and no sinking on those ever, because they're sealed in. In fact, if you try to take one out, you will wreck the Playfield even worse.
Oh.
It's almost impossible to take it out. Like I said, it goes to them, gets 4 coats of clear. This is the first stage. These Playfields have probably come in off the barcodes, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks back. They'll sit here for a couple months before we put them in, because I want them to off-gas. That's why the tops are off, to let them breathe.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
And you will also notice we have them standing on their sides. We don't lay them down. That prevents them from warping. So the box is actually keyed to hold the Playfield perfectly straight. So as it outgasses, it's right there. So I don't have twist, turn, bend, wrong looking stuff. A lot of time and effort and R&D went in to make sure our Playfields are perfect.
All the holes come like that, done?
Yep.
So like, we
All
did the
done.
tour of Stern yesterday. They have that stupid machine. I don't know what.
Yeah, the pants presser.
Does that
Yeah.
even? I mean, what is that?
What that does the dimpling. So for them, what they'll do is they set the Playfield all up, which is easier for them just to route the holes, and then it puts all the little dimple marks. Okay, that pant presser goes back to the days of Gottlieb. That was a machine that Alvin Gottlieb bought for the Galactic factory in 1970 or 72 when they opened that new one in Lakewood. So there it is. Now, the nice thing is this is first QC. This Playfield will get inspected a few more times before it actually gets into a game. There's still time for this to get rejected and sent back. And we're going to go and see some Playfields that are rejected, and I'm going to challenge you to find the problem. And we have a standard, right? We have this standard is above a lot of people. We want to make sure our Playfields are, you're buying the best, okay?
They
You're
misspelled your name on it.
Oh yeah.
That's the first problem.
I misspelled my name on it?
Yeah, that's the first problem. Now, not on this one, for
Oh.
the reject spell Playfield.
Oh, okay. But if you see this here,
Fix it.
that's Botter. Botter. He's a German. He's here in Illinois. He's just about an hour west from us. Jeff Botter has an exclusive contract with Spooky and American Pinball only.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's kind of cool.
So what's that with Germans and making playfields?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's okay.
There
Listen, everybody, you know, we come to it as different ways we want to make sure that we have a good product. We want it to be perfect for you guys. So, and it's like a sheet of glass. Let's continue on with the tour, guys.
all these inserts in a short. Yeah, it's all inserts.
Yeah.
It's
Well, what's more interesting? You see this?
yeah.
It's the insert.
That's
It's
an insert.
insert. Oh my God.
So with
Nice.
with his patented technique, we can make any shape insert we want. So that's pretty cool. There's nothing we can't make on an insert.
Okay.
This inventory is going to be inventory that is just like small parts, stuff that's high value items, stuff that has to be signed in and out. We keep very close track of it. So, and we have plastic sets and back glasses. Those you can go out. I don't think many people can carry out a back glass, but I need small parts. One of the other things we got here is an inventory control system on all our nuts and bolts and hardware. So every week, the guy comes in at the beginning of the week and on Thursday. He checks the bin like this. He probably will be coming here today to fill this so that we are all back up and ready for Monday. When all the inventory control is taken care of out of house, we don't have to do anything. It just automatically comes back around. And you know, the funny thing, having an inventory control system, stuff like this, it's not even a full penny because you're buying it in bulk. You guys are buying, unfortunately, these at like Pinball Life, they're probably going to cost you like 5, 10, 20 cents, maybe a buck.
20.
You know, these would be like $1.50, you know, $2. So, kind of cool. But that's all the inventory control.
Snoepwinkel. En wat hij eigenlijk zegt is, gewoon flipperkast bouwen gewoon heel goedkoop.
Ja.
De kennisshow is ook...
So this is sub-assembly. Sub-assembly will go through and make all the small parts, all the stuff that we want in assembly parts. I can show you what I'm talking about.
Do or die, there's no choice.
So instead of building the entire assembly on the line, we will build it here. So here's the robot, right? It's our motor, it's got the optos, both optos up and down, it's got all the RGB lighting, everything there for him to go up and down in the game. So they will just put this whole unit right into the playfield and he'll be done. This is our circuit boards and they're already mounted here, so we just have to plug them straight in and then we're ready to roll. So it makes it a lot easier for everybody. Here you'll see all the tank treads already coming in. They're already manufactured for us. We will break them out, we'll test them to full, and then we will put them in the boxes and get them boxed up. We want to make sure that they're working 100% before we sell them. This is kind of always backwards for me. I hate doing it this way, but this is actually where the game goes in the box, goes down that way and out the door into the truck. So it's kind of a little bit backwards. We'll go this way and I'll show you the cabinet stuff.
We have one in the museum, but the cord is missing.
The cord is missing?
Yeah, but the guy is contacted you.
Okay.
From Belgium. Dominic.
This is going to be like the style of the cabinet from now on? It's going to be a mix, believe it or not. Because we're going to keep our legacy style for our legacy games, and this may be a new style, or it's up to the designer which style cabinet he wants to have. He wants the scroll head, he can have the scroll head. He wants the D, he can have that. He wants this style, he can have this style. It gives a pretty good way to work that out. Alright, so one of the things that we did a long time ago is we had our cabinets come in from the manufacturer. They come in sometimes as flat packs over here, where we build them ourselves. Currently we have a new cabinet company who's shipping them all in from overseas for us, and they are right here. This one, yep, this is the Plus. So it's kind of funny, earlier this week I had the cabinets come in, they didn't have the Plus. And they had something down here. So I called them up and said, you shipped me JJP cabinets. And they were like, Oh, okay. We'll send a truck. We'll get that taken care of. So, you know, we use a very strong cabinet wood style. There are our own designs. They come in already T-nutted and a bunch of the hardware already put together. You could fit, as you will see, this is the shipping brace. So they figured it out. We put this guy on, and this is right. So you flip this, it sits into a perfect square. And we can fit 2 heads wrapped inside of it. So in this little spot, you'll see the tower over there, I have 8 cabinets. So I get the shipment of those 8 cabinets, they come right in, they're nice, and they get put together. Let's wander over here for a minute. This is Edgar. He puts our decals on. He makes detailing look very, very easy. He just goes and he puts it on. Very talented person. He can get, how many cabinets do you normally put through a day? 6 sets per day. 6 sets. So heads and back and bottom. Wet method? Yep, he uses the wet method. And it's also, remember, our cabinets have a nice laminate on the outside, so it makes it very easy for the details to adhere.
Ja.
We don't have to do that. Don't have to do that. Alright, let's continue on down, guys. So here we will be making the back boxes, right? So this is the back box line. All the heads will come out here. They'll go through here. He will put the components, solder stuff, and push it through down the line, and then it gets merged to the top of the cabinet. When Edgar is done, the top of the cabinet goes over on the other side and comes to the middle. We'll get to that middle in a minute, and we'll show everything else. So you can see our inventory. These are all the Houdinis that are on the line right now. Pretty cool to see Houdini 2023. First year for Houdini was 2017, right? So I still have orders for Houdini over 200. So I'm happy about that. You'll see here we also have this whole section here. This was designed, laid out. There's a production line there which will go down, and a production line over there. This design that at some point we want to put another production line right here. It's very easy to drop in line 3 and drop in line 4 on the opposite side. So we can get to a good production floor. Remember I showed you the guys with Playfields the first time, right? Now these are the Playfields after they've gone through their first check. Angel's our Playfield guy, and we have a new gentleman, Daniel. And what we'll do is we go through the Playfields, and we do many different checks to make sure the Playfield is 100% accurate and that nothing's happened during the curing time. You got a Playfield that you have in question?
I have one that I can show to them.
Yeah, sure. And this is a rejected one, right?
Okay. We accept the challenge.
So,
I know where it is.
Yeah, I need
so if you didn't notice, what you got is a little black dot right up there on that.
You reject this?
Yes.
Isn't that wasting money? Because nobody will notice.
No, it gets rejected.
It doesn't. Okay, perfect.
Let's put it this way, we have a very strong control.
Yeah.
What we sometimes, because that's black, we'll reject it. If it was a white circle or a white mark or blemish, I might use this for a classic or a deluxe, a lower tier, but this would never be put into a limited or a signature game.
Is that piece of dirt?
It probably is. It's something that got caught. And what we'll do is we'll send it back to the manufacturer of the Playfield. He'll go through, he'll try to scrub, clean, do whatever. He may even strip the whole Playfield, send it, pop out the insert, put a new one in, recoat it, and reseal it.
Okay.
And
The damage will be.
it will be very low.
Okay.
So there you go.
The inserts look like they have a little tint to them, so you don't see like the pulp. Maybe is that what that is?
Yeah. Well, no, the inserts are frosted.
Frosted, right?
They're frosted just so that you don't see the harsh LED light. If you ever look at our games and you look at it, it's like very pretty. The lights, just glow the inserts. They look really nice, and they're perfect. The idea on that is that if you have a clear insert and there's an LED underneath it, it sends like a you hit it wrong and it's like wow. And the problem is you could test for that in many different spots. If you're 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, or if you're Todd McCullough, 7 foot, there are different angles you look at that playfield, and in any different angle that could cause problems, right? So we want to try to make it minimized. Galactic Tank Force has been nominated by many of the players. It's the most perfectly lit game, the best light shows and so forth for 2023. And the nice thing about that is that we take pride in our coloring and our lighting of our games. So a lot of the games will go into 3 or 4 tests when we're doing the R&D to make sure that the lights are not too harsh on the players and they're good. Steve Bowden is our programmer / rule guy, also ranked number 8th in the world or 7th in the world. He'll probably hit me later when he hears this and says he's 4 or whatever. But he always looks at our games and he goes, it's too bright, you got to bring it down. He says it looks good, but let's make it that it's acceptable. So, and that's why a lot of players have liked it. Legends of Valhalla right now has been doing really good with a lot of the tournaments because we just finished our tournament code for it and it's playing flawlessly. And Carl DeAngelis of IE Pinball out in California has been streaming it for the last couple of weeks and has fallen in love with the game. So it's got some nice rules and nice feels. So people are enjoying it. Thank you. It's just the full thing of the playfield. We can overlay these on the thing and make sure all the inserts, all the stuff lines up perfectly, holes, whatever, so that we can know that it's going through. Trust me, like I said, it's amazing that what playfields get through so many steps and something so small can reject it. But we want to make sure that. So as it goes through, Angel and Daniel will be putting on all the little parts, all the posts, and all the rubbers that we have come in. After they get done, they get set up into these racks like pizzas, and then they get slid out and go onto our rotisserie. And we'll go over this way because I can go to this rotisserie very easily. One of the nice surprises, and this is for Eric, because you are getting a signature. You're getting a lot of surprises today.
Yeah, I know.
Look behind you. That is a signature playfield.
But, yeah. Okay.
And you see what it's got?
The rubbers.
Glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Rubbers.
The rubbers.
So when you play this game, you're going to have a different experience than anybody else who's playing their game because it glows. It glows a different 1950 style. All the lighting just makes those rubber bands glow. It makes it pop. It's a different light show. Looks awesome.
Okay. I can't wait. But I have to.
We'll come down here. So this one is already set up onto a rotisserie. This will start going down. The cool thing about our rotisseries are they are about $900 a piece, and they are multi-directional to the point that I can put it this way, lock it in, this way, this way, this way, this way, all the way 360 degrees if I wanted to. That's still there. So it makes it real easy for anybody who wants to work on a playfield. They'll light, and then it goes through all the stations and they add all the parts. Okay, very cool. Now, here's a little secret that most people don't know about. These were designed for what? These are single size or standard size playfields, but this looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wide body.
So I can take these out and change it over to a wide body if I ever wanted to.
Okay. So you're going to make a white body soon.
I have no idea, but who knows? Let's put it this way, I am not limited not to.
No.
So there she is. So as the lines go down, we will add parts, we put everything together, and go through and check everything all the way down the line. So right now, on line 1, we have Galactic Tank Force. On line 2, we have Houdini. You're trying to earn that Playfield I gave you.
Left hand always helps the right hand.
So, as we turn around, we will see Emma right now. She is going through the Playfield. Don't be shy. She goes through the Playfield testing and looking to make sure all the switch gaps and everything is there. She will plug it into a computer and go through a full static test to make sure that the mechanisms are working, the RGBs are working, the lighting, everything. And what are you working on right now? What are you
I'm
adjusting?
loaded the switches.
You're adjusting the switches.
This has the new target fixed.
There it is, right here.
So that's the new bracket, right?
That's the original bracket, and then that's the fixed bracket is underneath it. See this one is right there?
Yeah.
It's right there, and it's stainless steel with gussets, so it'll hold it there. There's a couple other little fixes on the other side too, which we can actually look at a little bit later. But Emma will go through the entire Playfield, test it completely, right? Switches, lights, motors, and make sure that the wire is dressed properly, everything looks good, there's no tags, no nothing. Then from there, it goes into a cabinet and then goes into final test. So we continually test, so that we don't have problems. Okay. She's my problem. No, I'm just I always tease her. I always call her, hey problem. No. Yeah, we don't do the wiring here. So here's the thing. We have a wiring company that outsources all our wiring. We give them the direction where we want plugs and so forth. They just bring them into the sleeve. We just address them. Yeah. So when you have a lot of doing it by hand, there's a lot of times where there's a lot of mistakes. So the wiring company has started long runners. They call them schlingers. They literally will take a wire from either end, run it through, put a crimp bend on this, and then they build that all up, and they have ways to test it completely. Yes, I can do that, but can you give it a hole on the hammering for a minute? Thank you. Sorry.
That's one of the problems with stone. You find complete connectors that is not taking.
Right.
It drops out and it kind of shred. Because they don't.
So we shipped them back, and they went and repaired them and rewelded them, and gave me. And then I tested the life out of these things because this is sitting there just firing like this all night long. That should be fine, right? Yeah. And if I come in and this is sitting in the bottom of the cabinet, it's like, well, how the hell? I can't do that, right? Same thing with flippers. You know, we test the flippers. Now the flippers aren't in here, but this is going to go in and out a bunch of times, hitting that switch, hitting that switch, hitting that switch. So if you get a flipper mech in your game, you pull it out, the flipper's sitting up here and it's going, It's like, how did that ever get past testing? You can't. You gotta be able to look down. Or, better yet, how is there no flipper there in the game? I've seen that too. It's like, how is there no flipper in that game? It's like, how did you test this? Was this like, yep, it's good? You know, I don't know. A lot of these boards are made at Amtron. In fact, right now, this is the only one that's not, and this one is not. Yes. All the little RGB boards, all that stuff.
Will it be something in the future? Because I look further than 1 year. At some point, people come to me for a restoration after 5 or 10 years.
I hate to say it, I'm trying to put you into retirement.
Okay, perfect.
So
Is
you
it
don't
possible
have...
to do in the future to color the motorixes? So if you have white, red, and then color these, for making it easier to put it in the right spot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Color coding.
Yeah. Sorry.
We used to do that, where we would take these and dye the connector, and I did that at my old company. And that worked great, but the problem is inventory, and I'm not making my wire harness here like I did at my old company. So it's going outside. and wire colors change every once in a while. Now, what we have done in the past is you could go through and label them, say this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then have it listed on the test. So all the games will come in here, they'll go through, Thomas will make sure that the playfields are working 100%, he goes through the final test, he checks on all the other guys. We put the burn-ins over here, you will notice that I'm also set up for 220 games as well as 110, so that we burn them in for either one. So if I'm burning it for 220 for London or Germany or France or Spain, it's all burned in before they leave, and we can test them full. And then you guys get it.
You missed everything, Stefan.
Stefan,
No, I didn't.
Stefan, Stefan will tell you you missed this all. He's like, what? I was in the corporate meeting last week. I was already here. He's kind of more of an employee than most of my other employees. I see him in my office or anything else. I'm always yelling at him about something. But anyway, after it burns in, then it gets boxed up, it goes to you guys. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see all the Houdinis too. They're going to be getting playfields in the next couple days.
Wow.
Any questions? No questions?
Erik, hebben we
Any
vragen?
questions?
One question.
Oh, here we go.
How are you sure that he tests everything and doesn't forget?
So that's
You
a
have a
good question.
checklist or
You have a
something?
tester?
That's the one cool thing that we need to talk about. So way back there, there's paperwork that's called the birth certificate. Tells me who put in every part, how it was put in, and then it's checked off by everybody as it goes down. It's called the jobber, and he's pulling it out right now. And then that's just one sheet, but there's so many other sheets that are on it. And you can see Steve bringing the other one over there from a playfield down there. And when it's all said and done, it gets all stapled together and it goes into our corporate files. So when I ever get a phone call and it says, say, Stefan has a game that's wrong, I can pull it. I can find out who it did it, when it did, who the parts came in from, and find out everything that's going on. You got to have a lot of detail. The nice thing is Thomas will do this test. He'll set it up for burn-in, and then Peter will do the other test. So there's
Check each other.
check each other. Absolutely. So there's many checks and balances. We can continue to keep this together, and we keep things moving
Yeah.
along. So.
David, thanks for this private tour.
You're welcome
Yeah.
very much. I'm glad you guys were able to join. I hope you enjoyed seeing this huge factory and seeing what we can actually push out.
Very cool to see it, quality control, things like that.
So when you play an American game, you know that there's something behind there, and if we stand back there. And don't forget, Stefan, your parts are ready for your game. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Let's wander on up. You got it, buddy.
Waiting to be finalized.
Can you show us the business? You told me so many about it, I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, very nice. I'll show it to you in a minute.
Okay.
But this apron will be signed. You'll see all the green. But here's one little thing you haven't seen yet. There's one right behind you. Yeah, no. Oh, the signature's right here. To Eric. So they will all be numbered. There's a special hologram that goes on the apron, which gets applied before it gets shipped. Just before it gets shipped. It has, of course, the glow in the dark. But notice that this has the saucers and all the toys are painted. Now, they're painted in 2 steps. So, guess what I'm talking about 2 steps. They look silver now, and when you go into the dark blue,
I understand it now.
they're all UV painted, so they glow in the game. They'll pop.
Okay.
Including the commander who's down here, he's all packed up ready, but he's also ready to go too. So when he comes up, he'll be like a menace. He'll be like, woo! It gives it a whole different feel. And that's only for the
Sounds well am I going for the museum?
question about the back. Is the back box design, is that the new one going forward, or is it just for this game? Right now, it's an option for all the designers. So the designers can take this cabinet, that's fine. They can take the classics, but we will have those in many different forms. Okay, so this is the 3D back glass.
Oh my God.
It's 108 layers.
That's incredible. When he told me that, I was like, what? I fell in love, you know?
I know you did.
Oh my God. That's really cool.
So we're just really, basically for the signatures right now, they're basically built on the line. The problem is that we haven't got those back glasses in, and they're coming in shortly. So as soon as I have these, you can ship it. I can ship them. The games are just waiting for that.
I'm gonna wait for it.
I know you will. So
Eric, come on. The chair won't hold.
Especially him.
Thank you, thank you.
So as you can see behind the glass door is one of the Magic Girls. And then also I wanted to show you guys this. This is a prototype Magic Girl that Papa Duke had released. So this has been sitting in there for a long time. And we also have some cool stuff back here, which I felt like I was going to give somebody a present. So to my good friend Eric, I'm giving you the Magic Girl Whitewood. Would you like this?
I'm speechless.
no, you're not.
So cool. It's the original Magic Girl Whitewood. So I only have some stuff for some good friends, so you can have it, my friend.
I'm gonna hug it.
That's nice.
It feels like an award.
Yeah.
It is an award, and it's because of all the love you have for Magic Girl and all the work you've done.
Wow.
Now, one of the coolest things was in here was a safe that had been locked
Yeah, you told us.
so many years, right? And in fact, it wasn't until about 2 months ago I was finally able to get into the safe. So guess what I found?
Ooh.
Oh, cash.
Yeah. A lot of cash. Now you have a new car.
The original manufacturing records from 2016 of Magic Girl, and also the final packing slips.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to have these scanned in, and I'll get it to you, Eric, for all the people that may want some Magic Girl history. But this is all the stuff that was originally created.
Oh my God.
From everything to some of the people who signed for some of the games. There's this one in here. Where is it? So here's one for Coin Taker. So stuff, all that, and including the prototype final packing checklists that are in here. Then in here is all the readmes, the stuff, and I think this is kind of important. Magic Girl manual. So it's just been locked away. And I was like, when I found it, also an original John Papa Duke.
I could have helped you like a year ago, right?
Yeah, that's probably. I don't know. I opened it up and looked at it, and I know it's listed as the manual, so you only can actually see that it's actually the purple sheets.
First page, how to,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, switch matrix. So there's some stuff here that will definitely be good. We'll get you some copies. We'll get you all that stuff scanned in. So this is good for all the people who love Magic Girl.
Yeah.
This is just for me to help you guys move this along.
Super.
So I laughed that this was all locked away for all this time. So including, I think there's a letter here from John. No, this was a letter from Dovel to Dovel, who was running that from John Papa Duke.
Okay.
So we'll get all this stuff for you guys, and we'll make sure we got this taken care of. But it's kind of weird to just go through all this and find all the shipping logs, all the stuff from all the stuff that we did for the game.
Wow.
Very cool.
So we'll share this with you guys later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that was the Magic Girl fun.
The Magic Girl, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's a lot of fun.
So how?
I'm speechless now.
Speeches.
I'm speechless.
It's just one of those fun things that we can find.
So that's the travel light is not going to happen anymore.
You'll figure that out.
Oh yeah.
We'll leave it here in my office, and if you need me to, I can help you get it shipped over to wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Because I ship stuff all the time.
Maybe with Stefan Riedler, because he's coming to my house with the Galactic Tank Force.
Okay.
With a signed edition, so
Yeah.
when
Well,
it's produced.
let's go see some of the cool
Yeah.
stuff, shall we?
I put it over.
Yeah.